Early this morning, one of our officers was on routine patrol in the area of Quail Creek Road and Oak Cliff Road. He observed a vehicle that was actually parked in that area. The vehicle was parked illegally, which is why he immediately noticed this vehicle. He saw a female and a male inside of the vehicle. He went down the street, turned around to come back to the vehicle. When he came back, the male was already gone, and the female was walking up to a house in the area. The vehicle was illegally parked. The officer was getting ready to place a sticker on the vehicle as a derelict vehicle, and he observed a call come out over the radio that a female was calling to report that her baby had actually been kidnapped, and gave a vehicle description. The officer immediately recognized this as the vehicle that he was out on at the time. He was able to look in the back seat of the vehicle, and he did observe a very young female infant that was in the back seat of the vehicle. The infant was covered up with a large stroller as well as some children's toys. He was able to get the baby out, and the baby was not injured. Baby was taken into custody by our officers. A short time later, officers did make contact with this female. She has now been identified as Amy Owen. The officer was able to recognize her as the one that he had seen leave the vehicle, leave the baby inside of the vehicle. She concocted several different stories about being kidnapped, various stories, before ultimately the officers learned that both she and the male had been in the area possibly committing burglaries. When she saw the officer, she walked off from the vehicle. She was scared because she did see the officer, and at this time she did walk away, leaving the young child. She was charged with child abandonment. There were several items recovered from inside of the vehicle that the officers believed to be stolen. She was also charged with concealing and receiving stolen property. The male subject appeared a very short time later, also in the same neighborhood. He was knocking on a door in the neighborhood, which prompted these people to call the police. He was also taken into custody and charged with receiving, concealing stolen property.